hope you are all doing fine. So today I was just hearing one of the lectures from Prabhupada. I thought I will share the same thing. So this is from third canto, where actually Devati is actually inquiring about with various questions to his son Kapil Dev. And after hearing that questions, like Kapil Dev was very, very happy that his mother is actually inquiring with such a wonderful questions. So Prabhupada, in this verse, he was mentioning that there are actually two types of katha. So one is Grama Katha and one is Krishna Katha. So, and Prabhupada was mentioning that how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to say to his disciples that don't please engage in Grama Katha. So what is this Grama Katha? Grama Katha means engaging in the talk of the village talks. Grama Katha means it's village talks. So in mundane matters like what is Grama Katha, Prabhupada was explaining that Grama Katha is something like a newspaper. So, and he was citing the example of his stay in Western world, where like people were so much interested about the mundane subject matters. Like without the newspaper, their life would not be fulfilled. And the newspapers was full with so much of informations. It was loaded with full of informations, and then people were so much interested in knowing that activities. But what is the use of reading such activities? Prabhupada was saying any literature which may be which may be very nicely written, metaphorically written, very literally written, but if there is no purpose, if there is no glorifications of the Lord Krishna, then it is of no use. So it's he actually cites the example of two society. He gives the example of the society of the birds. Within the birds society, there are actually two kinds of birds. So one is the society of the birds, crows society. So this crow is actually always interested in going and searching for filthy things. It will go and search things for things in the garbages. So there is another society within this birds, and that is the swans society. The swans are not interested in filthy things. It doesn't go to garbage, but it needs a very nice atmosphere, very nice pond, good water. So it goes in search of that. So similarly, Prabhupada says that the society of devotees is like the swan. So this Krishna conscious movement is doing nothing but creating a society of swans, where people are actually interested about knowing about the real purpose of life. Whereas the materialistic world is the society of crows, where people work very hard, go again into the filthy things and do the same thing. Punarcharvita Sarvanam. So Prabhupada says it. So why he says that? Why one should be interested in Krishna Katha? Prabhupada says that why one should be interested in Krishna Katha, because only Krishna Katha can actually get you to the part of Apavarga. Now, what is this Apavarga? So we know there are, Prabhupada nicely explains this Apavarga. We have different vargas, right? In in Hindi also, like we see there is Ka Varga, Kha Varga, Cha Varga. So similarly, there is, Prabhupada says, one who is actually interested in knowing about the Krishna Katha, the path for liberation. So Apavarga means the path for liberation. So what is this Pa and Pa Varga? Pa Varga means there is Pa Varga, Papa, Baba, Ma, and then Pa Varga means opposite to the Pa Varga. Now, what is this Pa Varga? Prabhupada explains. He gives that Papa, Baba, Ma, right? That is the Pa Varga. So he gives an explanation of this Pa Varga. What is Pa? Pa means like Prabhupada says, Pa means like working hard, like Parishram. So Pa means Parishram. So we in this mundane world are involved in so much activities. We put a lot of hard labor, right? You see me also early in the morning, 6:30, I have actually got ready to go to office for my survival, right? But in the association of devotees, like they the same thing in the early morning, they are nicely chanting, reading the books of Prabhupada. So much things they are able to do. But we are actually putting a lot of hard work, parishram we are doing. And then he says Fa. Fa means Phelam or foam. Like we see in the horse. The horse actually, after a lot of hard work, foam comes out of it. the mouth of the horse. So similarly, we also, like Prabhupada cites the example of the businessman. Businessman is working very, very hard to earn this money. But what does he do in his daily activity? What does he eat? He hardly eats a dry bread and a cup of tea. For that, he's actually working so hard. What is the use of working putting such hard effort? Prabhupada says. So similarly, this material world is like this pavarga. So the second word he actually used was the fa, and then comes the ba. Ba means ba is abhaya. One minute. Ba means bayartha. Bayartha means disappointment. So what happens after hard work, after putting lot of hard work? Generally in office we put lot of hard work expecting that we may get some promotion or appreciation from the boss. But what happens? A small mistake in your hard work, a 1 minute mistake in your hard work, all that hard work actually goes in vain. The small mistake they will highlight, and all only disappointment will come back to you. So this we can see in our life. Parents actually put lot of hard work for their children's, and when they see that their children's are actually not in return are not actually favoring the parents, or they're not paying back, they're not showing the love and affection back to the parents, they get disappointed that, oh, I have shown so much of love and affection to my children's, but they are actually not showing anything, they are not even seeing me. So it is only disappointment that actually comes. And then Prabhupada says the pappa, bab, ba means baya. So we have a lot of fear in this life. What will happen? What will happen to me? Tomorrow, what will happen to now? COVID has come. Now, tomorrow, what is going to come? So we are always in a fear that what is going to happen for us in this material world. So we are always living with this fear only in this material world. And then finally comes ma. Ma means marana, death. So death actually is waiting. So this whole materialistic process is nothing but the pavarga, from pa to ma. Pa is the parishram, and then ma is marana. So we actually are engaging in this. We are punarcharvita charvanam. Any father also, a good father, Prabhupada says, a good father is one who actually knows that he sees that this material life is like this. So he actually educates his child so that he actually doesn't fall into this process of this parishram and then maran. So he wants him to be liberated. But what we do, we actually again put our children also. We know this is a path of difficulty, this is a path of disappointment. Still, we actually engage our children also in these activities only. So Prabhupada says, a intelligent father is one who actually knows these things, and then he will actually educate him to the path of liberation. So that is why, and Prabhupada says, a transcendentalist will be very happy when he sees that somebody is inquiring about Krishna, somebody is asking relevant questions about Krishna. That's what even Kapila Dev becomes very happy when he sees that the head of the family, his mother, is inquiring with relevant questions. What is my purpose of life? What is why am I here? So when he hears that such a questions from his mother, he became really happy. So transcendentalists are such kind of people. When they hear relevant questions, they become happy. So even our Vedas, the scriptures, what we read, the Bhagavatam and the Bhagavad Gita, is nothing but full of inquiry of such questions, because only this can actually relieve us from this pavarga. It will show us the path to apavarga. Apavarga means the path of liberation. That means nullifying all the process what I explained from pa to ma. Nullifying, how to nullify this process of pavarga, that is called as apavarga. So when we engaged in the reading of Srimad Bhagavatam, when we engage in the reading of Bhagavad Gita, so we attain to this path of liberation. So now that we are in the month of book distribution, so it becomes more important responsibility for us to read the scriptures and then go back and distribute these books. So we have a purpose for a society. It's to actually share this knowledge, and when this knowledge is shared, like, people get actually benefited out of it, and then we also get benefited by actually sharing such informations. So that's an important thing that we have to do, and nice opportunity has been given by our temple and ISKCON to engage in the activities of the Lord. So only by engaging in such service can we actually purify ourselves. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given us a very, very simple process in this Kali Yuga, that is Cheto Darpana Mardanam. Just chant the holy names of the Lord and then purify ourselves. So we have to take the opportunity of it and then try to liberate ourselves from this material world. Otherwise we will be in this process of pavarga only. So let's not do that. Let's search for the how to nullify how this pavarga, and then attain this apavarga, that is liberation. That's it from me. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.